I don't know how much more can they do with the Yakuza franchise, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much more can they do. Like, how much more milking can they do? Like, they releasing a new Yakuza game every single year. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Cinematic here, back at it again for another video. As you guys may know, the Switch 2 was announced. The Switch 2 will be launching in June, but now that it has third-party support and also is coming out with some exclusives like Donkey Kong, and you know the price for that shit is really crazy already, especially with the Therese or whatever, but we're not talking about that. What we're gonna bring up is the fact that they're coming out with this launch title for this new version of Yakuza 0. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys feel. Before I give you my thoughts on Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I would highly appreciate it. But to me, like, I feel like, yo, they should have just left that shit alone. Like, yo, leave that shit alone. Leave that shit to the past. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like they just like kind of like milking this franchise kind of in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that it's gonna be in I think it's gonna be like a launch exclusive for a while before it comes out on other platforms and stuff like that. So it's gonna come out on the Switch 2 supposedly first, which is weird. It's super weird because now all of a sudden Ryuga Gotoku Studios is supporting the Switch like it's something super important. And I don't know, to me personally, I just feel like yo, if you're gonna release something like this, you should at least release it on all the other major platforms. Like, you should release it on Steam, you should release it on PlayStation 5, because you know how many Yakuza fans are out there, you know how many Yakuza 0 fans are out there that like will kill for this game. The fact that this game has online multiplayer and everything else, you know what I'm saying, with over like 50 characters, like that shit is crazy to me. And the fact that this shit is launching exclusively on the Switch 2, you gotta be kidding me. The Switch 2, seriously? Like, I don't know, Nintendo made a deal with Sega or something like that. It was like, yo, can y'all launch like Yakuza 0 or whatever? Can y'all relaunch that game or whatever? Like, yo, they gotta leave that shit in the past. Like, I don't know, to me, I feel like they gotta move forward. They gotta move with other like titles and all this other stuff, man. Like, leave that shit in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see. And the fact that, you know, it has some pretty cool new features. Like, if you're a fan of the English voiceovers or whatever, like me personally, I'm not really a fan of the English voiceovers because, you know, I've been playing Yakuza with Japanese voices my whole time playing this series. So, you know, hearing English voices is kind of weird after the original Yakuza that came on the PlayStation 2. So I'm not really a fan of Young Yeah, like, you know, doing the voice of Kiryu and all these other characters and all whatever. You know, I'm just used to playing it in Japanese. We've been playing it in Japanese, you know, the damn entire series. Like, you know, so it's like, me personally, I just can't transition this game and change it into English. Like, I can't. Me personally, I can't. Maybe if you're a starter and you don't like reading subtitles or whatever, maybe you can put it in English, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, nah, I'm not putting that shit on English, nah. But yeah, so now this shit has challenge missions with over 60 playable characters. As you can see right here, it has the choice of putting English and Japanese voices, and it has 26 minutes of extra cutscenes where it features things like Kiryu and Kuze, and it shows like Nishiki and Kiryu in the car and they like screaming, as you can see some additional scenes, and this little trailer that they put out. But like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. I just, me personally, like, I just don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know, like, to re-release Yakuza 0 again, like, I don't know. And they did it again with Kiwami where they released it on the Switch, but at least that game was $20. At least it was $20, right? Now this thing is gonna launch with full price, I believe. I think it's gonna be $59.99. It's gonna be full price on the Switch 2. Now when they release it on other consoles, I don't know how much it's gonna be, but it better be an upgrade. I better not have to re-buy this freaking game, because I'm not re-buying this game. I'm sorry, I'm not re-buying this game. Like, I'm excited for their future projects. Like, I'm trying to see what's going on with Ryuga Gotoku Studios, what they cooking up. What's their future projects? Where's that Judgment 3? What's going on? Like, what's going on in Ryuga Gotoku Studios? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, I want to see some new things. Like, I don't want you to go back in the past. I really hope that this new game that they're cooking, that they reviewed a couple months ago during the Game Awards, this Project Century game, I really hope that it lives up to the expectations, because I don't know how much more can they do with the Yakuza franchise, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much more can they do. Like, how much more milking can they do? Like, they releasing a new Yakuza game every single year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every single year they're releasing a new Yakuza game. And obviously the last one that they released, the Yakuza Pirates, was the Majima Pirates. Like, you know, me personally, I'm not really a fan of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It looks cool and shit like that, but, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like a gimmick kind of game. Like, it's kind of like Yakuza of the Dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just kind of one of those gimmick games. Now, there's one more thing that kind of bothered me about the Yakuza 0 Director's Cut trailer that I saw. The inclusion of the fact that they have this man with a cane or something like that. Like, trying to justify that the fact that my boy, Wan Wen Lee, is still alive. There's no fucking way. This man was exploded in the car. There's no way. I don't know who's writing this shit, but if he's still alive, this contradicts the whole series. Because if he's still alive, then that basically means that, like, yo, like, all the stuff that's happening, it couldn't have happened in the series. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes no sense if he's still alive. If I'm pretty sure that somebody probably carrying his jacket after he passed away, after he died or whatever, or probably gonna have a scene where, like, they show like his funeral or something like that. Somebody picked up his jacket and they're gonna show it to Majima or whatever. I don't know what it is, but the fact that they included that in the trailer is making people anticipate what the fuck is really going on. Is he still alive? We will hope that he's not still alive, because if he's still alive, it just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. And if he's still alive, then somebody has to go to Ryoga Kotoku Studios and fire the writers. Literally fire the writers. Because I will hope that that shit is not canon if he's still alive. That would make absolutely no sense. But yeah, this is my thoughts about Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. I think the best thing about this is the fact that it's going to have an online mode with over 60 playable characters. I think that's the best thing about this new inclusion, new update, or whatever it is. Like I said, to me, if this game comes out on other consoles and it's full price, I'm not buying this shit. I don't know about you other guys or whatever, like, but I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this game. I'm not supporting this shit. I'm not supporting this re-release. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. And the fact that this game has 26 minutes of new cutscenes, I feel like half of those cutscenes are probably going to be filler cutscenes. Because to me personally, I feel like the game already has enough good cutscenes to justify the story and everything else. So I feel like what else are they really going to put to present the story even in a huger scale? Like, you know, like what are they going to really add? Like, I don't know. To me personally, I got to see what they add. But if they release this on other consoles and they release it on full price, I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. That's just me. If you guys buy it, good for you. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Are you guys gonna be picking up this game? Please let me know in the comment section what you think about this game. Are you guys gonna be excited for this or whatever? And please remember to support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I will highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Manic, and I'll see you guys in the next video.